Oi oi. Flat Earth British, Martin Liedtke speaking. Good to see you, peeps. Good to see you back on what is going to be an epic Flatterday. Okay, we're going to have a juicy Nectarian epic vloggage for you all. Okay, if it's the weekend and your week has been weary, okay, it's all over with. Okay, from now on in, okay, for the rest of Flatterday night, it's just going to be sure delight and entertainment. So good to see you all, peeps. There's going to be some juice in this. Okay, we're going to be looking at some incredible photographs that have been sent in from Max von Room in Germany, Danke Max, and they are Frankfurt and Lake Lucerne, and they show some anomalies, as in the alteration of photographs in the late 1800s. Okay, fuckery, basically, guys. I'm going to catch them out. Is what we're going to do. We're going to catch them out more than once in this. I'm going to show you another document I found which shows proof that the official narratives for history are in fact all porky pies. Lies. I'm going to show you how easy that is to do in this post. We're going to look into basically one of my favourite high Renaissance artists, Durer. Okay, because it's trippy. Okay, and there's like just basically alchemical strangeness going on and Phoenician shit going down. Okay, so we know, so we bust their ass. Okay, the war is about to be won. Now we're going to look into another trippy book, Hieroglyphica. Okay, which is alchemical weirdness, Phoenicians and stuff as well. Okay, another one I found, which is mad. We're going to have an update on the convention. The convention in Italy, because Italy's on lockdown, has been postponed, okay, for some anomalous reason. I can't even think what it is. Apart from that, Cardiff, the city I live in Wales, we're going to be looking at Cardiff, Tiger Bay, in this post, guys, okay, because I'm always looking at everybody else's cities, but I never bother with my own. I thought, well, I can, and I will, so I will. We're going to look at Cardiff, capital city of Wales, later on in this vlog, okay, and its Tartarianism. Now, the convention, we're going to look into that a bit later. So yeah, we're going to have a special guest appearance, okay, by popular demand, okay, of Queen and King Thun. Okay, now it's an ongoing saga. If you have been following, they have got, you know, some few problems, they have a few dramas, but at the end of the day, you know, we only have happy endings on Flat Earth British. So they got a crisis at the moment because of ongoing things with the virus. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. Okay, we'll talk about that. Cardiff, where I live, in fact, I've got 2 infected coronavirus patients, and they've locked this city down before. I'm wondering if we're going to be a test for a lockdown of cityage. Okay, as Big Brother is swooping down. Okay, it's just fucked. Okay, we're going to be having 1,000 share thoughts along the way. I'm just going to be me, okay, with you guys in chat, okay, or normal, okay, and have a good time. Let your head down, just because you're worth it, okay, because you're worth it. And never go full retard on YouTube. So, golden rule. Now, these are mad. What I have found of, okay, please comment about this, because to be honest, this is a bit of a head splat. You know, it's proof, okay, that we've been messed with. Now, myself and Leo's Verbage, who's Leo's Flat Earth British, who's not me, he's Lee, okay, found this anomaly back about 3 years ago about the alteration of history, don't you know? Okay, as in them fucking with photographs and adding stuff to mess with us. Is this the case? We're going to have a look, okay, guys? See what you think. This is a tricky game, you know. Okay, nothing new under the sun. Okay, the world's a stage, and basically, all his lies is going to show you now. And the Earth's flat, obviously. Observably and testably so. And soon to be known by the rest of humanity. It's going to be fun. Anyway, peace and love, one love to you all. Before we get underway, obviously, up the vibration, Okay, like I said, if you've been wary this week, spell's been broken. Okay, it's just epicness from now on in. We only do epicness anyway on Friday with British. You know, can't, not even humanly possible to do anything else, as you know. That's just weird thoughts. So this is that's my weird thoughts, not yours. Frankfurt on Main in Germany. Okay, and it's the Ross market. But check this out, guys. Right, anomalies galore and head splats. First of all, I thought, oh, that's pretty. They added all the colours, late Victorian. Okay, is that a banana? Everything seems to be really mild. The tree's maybe 20 years old, less. And what you find is this. This is the whammy, or with the picture, is these. So I'm sure that's why Mark sent them in. What the fuck are they? Okay, are they advertising wall ads that light up? Or are they what they look like? HAP, or some sort of 5G technology of the day. Got me to think. All of the missing people in all of these photographs, did they get told to stay indoors because there was some virus? Maybe. Is that what the Great Wall of China was for? Is that what the Hadrian's Wall was for? Is it to keep out infected, or possibly made up infected by the beast? Who even knows? Okay, who even cares? At the end of the day, gotta get your head right. The way this reality works, guys, as you know, with manifestation of reality as being the creators, them creating thought forms en masse has a certain effect on reality. It really does. If we were all like, you know, buzzing high on higher vibration, this place would be scintillating and magical. Okay, everything would be unveiled to us, truth-wise. So first thing you notice is it's finishified to fuck. Do you know what finishified means? It means finish fuckery. Okay, it means that this was a beautiful Gothic sort of Baroque themed Tartarian building. The Phoenicians came in, smacked their vain gods or whatever themselves all over it, and adorned it with seashells and shit. Blocked up the Technasmia port. Copper Dome's still there, but they're not active. There's one there blocked up too. So all of the Technasmia is taken out of this structure. So we have nice onion domes here for Germany. Very Tartarian with portals inside there as well. So it's 10 to 3. Take note, because where the sun should be. Okay, we're going to look at that now. So I thought, all right, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. These are light up advertising boards. They got light bulbs in them, and you can't see them because it's daytime. So I guess it looks like Times Square. Yeah, all lit up. Come and buy your Wiener Schnitzel. Yeah, sort of thing going on, or whatever they eat in Germany. So big massive door arches as you get in the Golden Age of Tartaria. So anyway, then I looked on the ground and I thought, well, they haven't got the electric tram together just yet. They've got horse-drawn trams, so they haven't got electric anything really, it doesn't look like. So I wonder what these are doing. Are they 5G in everybody? I wonder what they are. They look like they are harpage, but you have all of this as well. Wrought iron tech. So this is, see these here as well? It's all energy gathering. So did they add these to fuck with us? So we would present them on YouTube. So let's have a look. So this gentleman here, he looks a bit added, don't he? Where's his shadow? Well, it's coming in from behind. Okay, it's 10 to 3. So where's the sun? Oh, well, it's coming in from over by there a little bit. Okay, that matches our lamppost. Super smashing great, and look where you would have won. Oh, hang on a minute. Well, it seems to be a bit off there. All right, we'll give that one. Okay, so what about further on up? So where's the sun? It's coming down from up here somewhere with this nice vanilla sky, not giving us anything away. And the building is shaded where? So the trees are shaded, and the shadow from this lamppost is coming this way. And his shadow's horizontal. This is horizontal, and this is perpendicular. What's going on? What's going on? It's worse than bloody Apollo moon shots, isn't it? That's underneath. So where exactly is the sun coming from? In this case, it's from behind. In this case, it's from over here. Two suns? Tricky shot, that one. but the shadows are not matching. I've got deep shadows here. Is it coming from up by here? Where's the building shadow? Okay. So high here, so that would not be able to show that man with the shadow behind, so he's added. What's this? Anyway, an incredible shot. I hope you agree. This is what it, this is what it looks like in its fullest form. Is this one here? So it's quite a beautiful shot, no doubt about it. But it seems the climate was a lot warmer. You find this with all the German, the Russian photographs as well. But wow. So it's already been altered, obviously, because they've added colour. It's not a colour shot, it's added colour. And they mess with the shadows. Maybe the people are just not there. Maybe they added all the people. It's a good way to get rid of populations, you know. They could just gas up the population, come along, steal their entire city, or their entire culture, in fact. Gas. I mentioned pathogens before. They don't even actually need a pathogen, just the fear of one is enough, guys. This one's Lake Lucerne. And what you notice is this, okay, it's winter. The sun's coming in from this direction, the trees, the snow, as you can see, it's winter, but it's still warm because it's down on a lake in Switzerland. And the buildings have not been Phoenicified. You've got massive doors, as you can see, for little tiny people, but they haven't got all the ornaments. So whatever's happened doesn't look like it's reached this place just yet, okay, with the takeover, but it has got free energy towers, or these U-bend masts, and there's one little bit of porcelain conductor on there. There's none on there, none on there. So I'm getting the feeling it's been stripped out. You know, we do surmise that all of this free energy got sort of stripped out between 1895 and 1900, because that's what some of the Russian photographs are showing us. We, you know, sort of date matched it. And if you look here, they've also got the bunko booth, which has also got Technasmia attached. And here's there's two styles of these U-bends by the look of it. That's another post in front, yeah. But there's another U-bend there, and there's another one, no wires. So we've been thinking all along, are these just free energy, not the telegraph, okay? Because they are all bare of wires, and they do have these, which seem to be missing in this case. But then when I check the shadows, now this shadow, sun's coming in from this way, guys, yeah, should be hitting there, maybe like the wall with the deep shadow because it's high. So what's this? This is a shadow of another free energy antenna, and it's where exactly? Because if it's over by here, the shadow should be running over the top of here, so it's going through the gap. So where is it? Because it's not a shadow of that, guys, because it wouldn't be able to be over here, you see. You can surely see that. What's she carrying? It's like a gas bottle. What's she carrying? Isn't that interesting? I'd love to know what that is. Anyway, what are you looking at? What's he thinking? Oh, there's a guy there as well, looking at the camera. So a beautiful shot. Shadows are all to shit. Right, let's have a look. The shadows, the trees are that way. He's that way, she's that way. That seems correct. And this is coming in that way from something that's not there. Oh, indeed, this is not looking good. Let's look at some more. This one is Frankfurt, I mean, as well. And this is Market Square. It's just beautiful shot to behold, but there's something else going on. Okay, so they got electric trams, no problemo. It's a bit later. Okay, and then you get these things here next to this Phoenician waterfall. This kid's got no shoes. Been out shopping. She's got an ice cream. And the fountain doesn't look like it's active. You know, these things were just full of mud for the longest time. People had to, even in the official narrative, have to drink beer or mead because the water was so shit. So the Phoenicians and the Cherubinskis and some Roman with a pathetic hat on. Okay, but what about this? This post got a wire going up, and I don't think it's a halyard for a flag because it would hit this and not go any further. So there's an electrical thing here. So have they got electric signs? There's another one over by this building. This one goes right up, right up, right up. You see that there? Maybe it's Christmas lights of the day. 120 odd years ago, 130 years ago. 10 to 5, vanilla skies, a little bit of cloud maybe. This is a nice little mud flooder, isn't it? So shadows, 0. I don't know if it's a murky day, but there's no shadows produced on any of these things. The lamppost, the child, the waterfall. Oh, a little bit there. So got a little bit there, but they didn't add it to that post. It's not unusual. That can't be right, can it? Think. I don't know. But anyway, check that out. Tetnasmia ports. Oh, this antiquitech used in the past. Oh, it's a crying shame. Now, so that was the start of the post. Moving on now, guys. Remember, special guest appearance by Queen and King Thumb. Make sure to spread the word, okay, on the internet, okay, by sharing on Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and tell everyone about King and Queen Thumb's epicness. Okay, thanks. Another official narrative wrecked. Suspension bridges. Okay, now this is Google first suspension bridge. In 1931, an attempt to build Brunel's design was halted by Bristol riots, and the revised version of his designs was built after his death and completed in 1864. So like the Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol is like the first one, and it's pretty epic, okay? And there are some photographs of it. Okay, so but the first iron chain suspension bridge in the Western Wales by Jacob Creek Bridge, 1801, in Westmoreland County, Pennsylvania, designed by the inventor James Finley. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, in my mind, it's been changed. I can't remember this in the past. Iron Bridge in my head was the first ever, and they've changed it to Jacob Creek. The Menai Bridge, this is one I know because it's in Wales, where I live, in epic Wales. If you don't know where that is, okay, it's another country that is not England. In fact, Wales are playing England today. They will surely win in rugby, okay, which is a weird sport where men run around a field throwing a weird shaped ball to one another in the mud. You don't know, seems fucking weird. Workers completed construction on a building modern suspension bridge on this date. Was the Menai Bridge between Wales and the island of Great Britain and small island of Anglesey. So why am I talking funny? I haven't got a fucking clue. Neither do I care. So yeah, 1801 is the official narrative for suspension bridges. Okay. Well, they're lying. This book I found, okay, and it's basically called okay, so it's mechanical engineering, machinery, parachutes and suspension bridges, okay, from 1595. Okay, 1595, so like a full couple of 100 years before. They make shit up, not hoping no one's going to ever go and look, okay, for themselves and find out this is complete bullshit. So it's got wicked suspension bridges in it, which they're obviously been lying about. So excuse me a minute. Okay, this is Clifton Suspension Bridge. They tribute to Brunel, but the plaque on there says another dude did it, and they just give everything to isn't bad kings and bullshit because he's got a top hat, which in reverse is a pot, so he ain't got a pot to piss in, something like that. Amazing feat. Millions died on the building of it. Now, so what we get here is mappage, okay, of star footage. But the thing is, it's like you're going to find a bit in this vlog in with the Durers and other stuff, and I'm going to show you Rome, the best Roma, is very much up and running, because Rome, okay, the fucking Romans and the Phoenicians, and they're very much still at it today. What have the Romans ever done for us? Absolutely nothing, in fact. So they got a star fort, and he's amazing. I don't even know what waterworks. So you see bridges, aerials, all sorts of anomalies on this map. Somebody's singing. It's the rugby. You see these aerials? Okay. And you get bridges and cool star footage as well. So yeah, somebody's singing. We don't know what this is, but it is sign language. So A, B, C, that's obviously C, D, E. I can swear in sign language. I'm going to give that a go. F, G. Oh, no wonder G's like the satanic fucking thing. I didn't do that. It's on there, obviously. H is that. I. Are you doing this with me? Happy hats required at this stage. Where are we? L. L. Okay. N. M's pretty funky. M. N. O. P. Q is R is S. T. That's the other way, isn't it? Oh, T. I can't do that. Can't put my foot. Ow, ow, it hurts. Ow. W's easy. X is X. And what's the last? Is that a Z? Z. So let's try and swear. Okay. We can swear. Oh, they ain't got a U. Oh, right. Okay, I can't do that one. Anyway, moving on. So it's got like Venetian and Venice. Beautiful colour. So what Machinists do they show us? Okay, so this is a pontis sani. So a pont is bridge in Welsh, and I think it might be in French as well, and in pont in Italian. So check that out. It's the ecclesiastical sepulchre. It's massive doors. It's got Phoenician things on it. Technology. Okay, give us some things that don't exist. Well, apart from like resonating angels coming out of the ether. Nice. Okay, it's 266 pages, so obviously I won't be doing all of them. So an aqua tile, so maybe an water clock, and an agagium, which is something that automatically lights a candle, possibly. Anyway, so what have we got here? Oh, we got a Mola Ferrari, and it's a but it goes round and round and makes a tinging sound, doesn't it? So it's a tinger. A tinger. Oh, well, this is like the wind blows. This turns round, and what does it do? Because they look like they might be magnets or something heavy. Or maybe there's a grindcorn, and I'm reading too much into it. No, No, they're not grinding corn. Let's see, bag goes on there, tips in there, grinds, comes out, and fucks up all the machinery. No. Anyway, let's get some of these bridges going. So there's some cogged systems with intercoggle windage. Invented that just now, that's not a real saying. That is a windmill. The whole top of the building turns round. Oh, I'd love to see one of them. Do they exist? And another strange windmill thing going on. Also that, I have never seen one of them before. That is a super cool 500-year-old windmillage. And another, oh, is this for pumping water? Yeah. Yeah, so that's pumping water. And let's give some suspension bridges. Oh, right. Whatever it was, it's fuck all to do with corn. It's to do with water. Oh no, he's taking the corn up in a bag. It was. He's going to lose all that in the water. It's not a good idea at all. So, yeah, get the ass to do it. Yeah, you carry my corn. Get it back. Fucking ram. Okay. Suspension bridgeage. Oh, there. So a barrage. Yeah. So basically a pont. 2 barrage. Oh, I suppose barges. To operate this anomalous corny thing. Oh, right. No. What we got here is a system of propulsion. Okay. And it drives these. They didn't need sails 500 years ago. They were bombing along in frigging paddle steamer type things, guys. Well, we've seen this anyway, haven't we? They're paddles. Yeah, paddlers. Oh, I don't know what that is. But there's horses going round and round, like you get on La Machina, which is in Vasse, which is incredible. I've posted about it. Maybe I should have showed you. What's this? I don't know. So yeah, you get some men to do it there, look. So whatever them corny things are. So give us some suspension bridges. Give us some suspension bridges. So that's corning. And husking. And suspension bridging. There. So let's have a look at that. Ooh. Okay, interlocking. This looks like it's good stuff. This looks like it ain't going nowhere. Why don't they do that tongue and groove thing now with a bridge? Okay, suspension bridge. Oh, is that one made of stone? Oh dear. It is, isn't it? So that's a Roman, 500-year-old Roman suspension bridge. What's all this wireage? Now that can't be good. Oh, another suspension bridge. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, that's a good one. Oh, bam! They're so in trouble. That looks exactly like. That looks. Are you changing your hat? That looks exactly like Tower Bridge in London with the bastions, and I bet these cantilevers come up, pull this either side, and a ship sails through. In fact, definitely. So Tower Bridge ripped this off, and suspension bridges have been around since at least the 1500s. Yeah, you get them. I've seen the Incas build them off cavernous caverns. Oh, the transporter bridge. Classic. Yeah. So they're them. Ooh. So winches for bringing bombs and cannons through the water. Oh, it'd be better over a bridge. Get them wet. What we got here? Parachutes. It's alright, I checked on it. And we're allowed parachutes apparently because the Michelangelo got them on some of his plans apparently. So they exist in 1500s. But yeah, shame they couldn't have got to the First World War and given to their pilots so they could have been safely jumped out of their planes, their biplanes in World War One, because they never had parachutes, by the way. And what about them all them poor Gurkhas that jumped out of planes voluntarily in World War II without parachutes. Yeah, because they didn't think they needed them, because they were part of, the empire. No, they did give the Gurkhas parachutes. I made that up. Now, rubber rings. How long have rubber rings been around? Yeah, armbands, guys. 500-year-old armbands and rubber rings, so you don't die in the water. So they seem pretty funky. That's for carrying more explosives. If you're going to do anything in the past, it's always about blowing shit up. A dredger. I got a funny story about a dredger. It happened once in Poland. It was the sound of a dredger coming from the distance. My chief mate said to me, "Hark, Martin, can you hear that?" I said, "Hark, yes, chief, I can hear that." He said, "That is wild boar mating on that island over there." Really? With my excitement, I'm actually hearing wild boar fucking excitement. We turned the corner and it was just a dredger going, because obviously until that point I hadn't heard, obviously the mating sounds of wild boar, but I had eaten a wild boar at that point, okay, but I had no idea how they sounded. You're probably at this stage wondering, what is he waffling on about? Don't even worry about it, guys, okay, it doesn't matter. So anyway, that's suspension bridges. Bong. No, I can't even remember. Oh yeah, anatomy. Now, is it conceivable that in the past, nothing new under the sun, that they had, I've talked about it before on my old kidnapped channel by YouTube that they're making special rules up about me for, did they have CT scans? Okay, how could they have such an in-depth knowledge of the human anatomy in what is 1623? Okay, and some of these works are from 1561, so they're like anatomy, medicine, magic, mystical, and spagyric. So what you get, and check the date on this as well, mad date marker for the added 1,000 years. Stop that. Now, it's pretty funky. Because basically, in the official narrative, I suppose it's the surgeons royal who get to body snatchers, Birkenhead, to go and steal a body so they can rip it apart in front of an audience full of people at the Royal Society. Don't you know? But no, not really, because they're doing it here. Look, check the date. Dun dun dun. A funny J, a 6, a 2 and 3. Okay, Theodore de Bray, we know of Theodore de Bray in this field. FEB academic peeps. So I don't know what's happening here. It looks a bit enunciating, actually. Looks like you might be emaciating. So Hummels fed them Marakton. Weird, dead language of voodoo and evilness. Latin, Latinius. Baby Jesus. 3. So what we got in here is human anatomy, and well, last time I presented a book like this, I had a doctor get in contact with me, and he said, actually, it's completely impossible to draw the human nerve system with a pencil in the far off past. So I don't know what we got here, because it's all in Latin, but they got like a weird distilling unit, I would say it was. They had distilling water in the alchemical era. Yeah. Alchemy, magic. So that's what's happening, guys. Basically, the black magicians, they got this stuff down to a T. They know what to mix. They say all like stuff about stuff, which makes stuff happen. Yeah, does. Like possibly keeping your homunculus in your top hat, which is a pot to piss in as well. Or maybe that's the thing. Maybe they had a pot and they were being like impoverished and begging with their pot, and then they stole a civilization, turned the pot around and made it a top hat. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So, der Wusti is the human anatomy, but let's get to some like actual carved up deados. Okay, here. So obviously Leonardo da Vinci can get like, he's got a bit of a fascination, and he's a Phoenician, probably a survivor. Okay, so he's like, here, I just removed my skin suit. Do you think that's a bit sick and weird? Yeah. Anyway, so that's under the skin, so he looks like that guy at Hellraiser. Okay, should have left that cube in the shop, mate. So let's get to some brainy bits. Okay, so they just peel back humans and they just draw all the nerve endings to great expertise 500 years ago. Okay, just rip it back and draw it, but it gets a bit like intricate later. Alveoli of the lungage. Okay, I guess you could draw that. I guess you could. Internal organs. I guess you could draw that. Then it gets like into brain stuff. Okay, tableau Nectar stuff. What about that? How did they lay out alveoli? How did they lay out a nerve ending anyway? It would all go like jellyfish. Imagining it. They CT scanning it. How are they doing that? It's a great skill. Maybe they put in water. Maybe they put in water so it all fans out. Must be some process. Very interesting nevertheless to think how advanced they are and how advanced they think they are now. That's a trachea, is it? I believe so, maybe. But very detailed nevertheless, and interesting to look at. How they can do it without it all turning into spludge is beyond me. So. And are they acupuncture points? Wow, that's doing. All numbered. I think it might be acupuncture points. They got the numbers for them all year. Corona, Alice, et Corodis is E. Now, obviously, that was just found by me just then, and I didn't like arrange that. Corona. Okay, but there you go. 500 years ago. Strange, isn't it? So whatever spooky weird things they got, they shouldn't really... Ooh. So I don't know how they do that. Hollow all the other bits out and just draw them bits. Maybe. I don't know. In my mind, it's tech. It just seems too great a skill. Unless these people are just like battering us on intelligence. You know, the alchemical era. You know, their knowledge is like just mad. Can't even get my head around hardly any of it. Not in the alchemical world. It's just crazy stuff. Look at this, the brain. And brain nerve endings. Look. Alright. How is that even done? Doctor? Can you tell me how you can draw, you know, spinal column nerve endings connected to drainage? Yeah? Look at it. Oh. I have presented from the same period on vlogs on my last channel, which no longer exists. Or does, for YouTube are keeping it. Highly mad detailed more than this. These are really early. But look. So I will link everything up. They're incredibly interesting to behold. And I'm just wondering how it's all done. Just really high intellect, I suppose, and just some sort of process. If not, they got CT scans. Is my prostration. Oh, look at that. Peel his head back and make it a sheep. Oh, look. Two perfect Tauruses. The male and the female. Do they get on? No, they don't, do they? Okay, I know. So, do you argue with yourself? What's your name? Harold. Do you say, Harold, get it together? Yeah. What's that all about? I don't really know. I know, it's weird, isn't it? We all got that. How are they doing that? like electrical synapses and stuff. I'm a big believer in the elasticity of the brain, you know, guys. If you've got any parents or any old relatives that are basically got dementia, yeah, get them to do some like activities like knitting, crocheting if they can manage it, if they haven't got arthritis, or maybe some some puzzles. Play Scrabble with them. The more they use the brain, they reconnect them synapses and basically will produce more synapses and repair the brain. It's an incredible thing. The elasticity of the brain. There you are, all complete nerve endings for body. Got told this is not humanly possible with a pen and paper because they would all fold into a spludge. So some sort of scan guy's got to be going on. Has to be. What was that? Yeah, I know. Happy hat change. Okay. Oh, we're getting into the eyes now. Huge clue with the old eye-age. For sure, for sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. Well, oil be fucked. Well, oil be fucked. Well, oil be fucked. So, that's enough of that one now. So I'm just passing you to that. Anyway, the question is how are they getting the nerve endings on paper without CT scan? So this is an artist I really dig. I've got a picture of him, book of him over there, because I like his pictures. So he's part of the High Renaissance in Germany. Okay, Durer. Okay, he was born. They even know his date of birth. Though. It was the 21st of May, 1471. Okay, I don't know. Clue is galore, but he's stuck in like basically post-blood society. Nuremberg at this time of 1521 was part of the Holy Roman Empire. Do you know why? Because Rome is around and they're telling you, yeah, like then, you know, like the time when all of this Bible stuff went down, Jesus stuff went down and all that. It was all then. They turned the calendar off as well. Plus, I think he works for the Vatican because he's making stuff up as well. So Durer, self-portrait, yeah, he's a ginger, he's got frizzy hair, yeah. Does he look elitist? Yeah, he got ermine on. He's got ermine on. We'll be having none of that ermine around here, Sonny. So what he does, right, is Thor. Is his thing is he got 500 there, or I 500, and he has an A for Albert and D for Durer. So let's have a look at him. He's a ginger. He's got curly hair. Yeah, you got a license for that curly hair, son? Have you? So he's got a Tartarian tash, and he's doing some signage. What letter was that? Can you remember? So there he is. Well, we're getting an idea for how Durer looks. Okay. His artworks are a fucking huge clueage because he paints post-reset society. Excuse me. Let's bring them pictures back up. They were pretty funky. Okay. So there he is. Oh, he's a ginger there. He's a bit blonder there. He's still got that frizzy hair going on. Okay, looks very arty. Arty Durer. Okay. So what other pictures have we got? So there he is. He looks completely different. So was that a self-portrait? I don't think so. Yeah, they got the hair going on. Okay. So I don't know what that is. It's an old Tartarian Muse. And there you are. So 1498. Weird little things. A beer, there, and an A and a D, which is like really satanic looking for some reason. Maybe that's just me though. So, what I did find was his works, okay, actually exist in said past. Because I found a book of woodcuts from him, from basically a very early time. 1500s. So let's have a look at these woodcuts. These are basically from Durer. You don't see any of these when you look on, not many woodcuts anyway. So it's his interpretation. You get all of these massive cities, you won't see a fucking Roman in sight, considering it's supposed to be the crucifixion of Christ. Yeah, everyone's in the Middle Ages, and you ain't gonna see a Roman. Okay, so let's have a little look through at Durer's works. It's full Phoenician cleavage of them coming up out of the water, watery wickedness. So that's I-5550. Always got the plaque in his pictures. Cherubnowski's holding serpents, and the stork brings the children in the narrative. Well, I don't know. My mother used to say that when I was a kid. I don't know if it's any true. Maybe nobody even heard that before. Maybe I just the only one who's heard that before. So this guy here is, I don't know, doing something to... Oh, yeah, his hand. Yeah, his hand. Okay. And he is... Ooh, I don't know about that. What's going on there? It might be a bit of sheep shearing, or a bit of sheep something else. I don't even know. Okay. I am Welsh, but that's not the point. Oh, okay. I'm missing a happy hat, so please share this out. And we're looking at some Durer, and we're going to go on to some other stuff now. Okay, just checking my happy hats. So yeah, we got some fisticuffs going on, guys. We got some how very dare you going on. I'm going to smack your brains in with a club. How very fucking dare you is what you get. And Amy's baseball bat in the Hydra. Is that a baseball bat? No, it's a weaponage. So look at that. Oh, it's like a really weird trippy mace, modern looking. It's not even a mace, is it? It's like a electric weapon. Electromagnetic technology. Skulls, dead, mud flood. So, I suppose everything's just going to shit in the background. You find that a lot with Durer, because this is what's happening in the world back then. So he's taking his pet multi-dog head for a walk. Everything is burning. Look, it is. It's a weird mace. And he's smacking his dogs. His many-headed dog. It's not on, is it? Somebody should phone the RSPCA. I think this looks like a bit of rapage going on or something. I can't really be sure. Let's have a look. It's difficult to tell. Maybe just a hug. Maybe just reading into it all wrong. What the fuck's with this? Dude, get some strides on. Yeah? Fucking hell, is it cold? What's going on? So... Oh, shitski. Okay, there's only one on there. So he's beating up a dragon. You do that. If you're Welsh, you've got to beat up a dragon by the time, you know, your balls drop. You have to go out and kill a dragon. You have to chop his heads off and stick it on a pole outside the house to be a true Welshman. Otherwise you can't be Welsh. Did you know that? Have you got anything like that in your country? Yeah. So Atlas isn't actually picking up the globe in any respect. Okay, or in this case Hercules. He's a celestial sphere. Okay. Which is basically the dome that spins above us. Look at, he's really impoverished. He hasn't even got any clothes and he's looking like shit. Do you know why? It's post-apocalyptic society. So Pan, he's like, give me a butt of that fucking leg. Oh, it's a her. Give me a butt of that leg, honey. He's got horns because he's horny. Smack him. Smack him. Is that cannibalism going down in the background? I think it might be. I think it might be, guys. Yeah, it's like, what's for tea? Let's puff that up a bit, and it's like, it just so happens to be you. Okay, that's better. Thank you. Thank you. What's the tea? You. Okay, anyway, moving on. So, what else is going on? Got a bit of huntage going on. Nessus. Hercules, he's going out on a hunt and he's nicking some architecture in a post-flood world. Okay, I'm having these. I want these on my palace. I'm just building more animal tampering going on. Oh, he's going to build a pont. He's going to build a bridge. Building bridges. All important in this role. Anyway. Soon, Our Flight of British will be a special appearance by King and Queen Thumb. Okay? You looking forward to that? Make sure to share this out, get some peeps over, guys. So, this one he added colour to, but it's like Pontifracted dude. And what's he got there? So, some guy wrestling a... I don't even know what that is. It's like a big sheep with horns on it. Or reindeer. Yeah, I've used it. So this is a Roman who went completely fucking nuts in Armageddon, and he just got himself, you know, just dished up with silver bullshit, basically. These got their shit together. They got specials, you know, like lightsabers. You got a lightsaber? Yeah, you might have. Yeah. I am your father, Luke, and Leia is your sister.
Oh, fucking hell, shit, I kissed her. Why didn't you say earlier? Anyway, she's going solo these days.
She got an elongated head. You counting my hats? Sorry if I'm being silly. Just I get funny moods. Anyway, so yeah, they got like the Henry VIII's going on.
Ah, they hug.
They actually feel. They're real people. Look, they're canoodling guys. Just going on. So it's a book of canoodlings. Ah, they're all weird and misshapen. No human beings look like that. And it would be cool to have a brass band follow you around until, like, you know, don't want them anymore. Time to fuck off then. A lute and a fiddle, yeah, I'd have a lute and a fiddle following me round. You could do it. I need a theme tune for life anyway when I'm walking round. Actually, I need a narrator. Martin is walking down the road. He's thinking to himself, look at that mud-flooded building. And, like, you know, I need a narrator. I need to stop thinking. I need somebody to narrate my existence. And a theme tune, okay, by minstrels. I need a lute, a trombone, and a triangle, and a cowbell, because I like cowbells. That's my 10th best instrument, is a cowbell. Ah,
I love you. I love you too.
So yeah, people were actually feeling emotion. Something really unusual was going on. It's completely different and alien to these times. And they dance. What you doing in your bed? What you doing in your bed? You should be dancing. So,
it's the baby. Ooh, touch. Milk.
no, I'm a nun. Oh, Stellarium. Oh, Coroni. It's a bit like Corona, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I think this means the sun's corona, though. Or none of the above. 4 angels. So yeah, everyone's the shit back then, as you can see. You know, everything's like gunked up. Everyone's in raggage, except for them kings that were canoodling and queens, because king and queens get the canoodle. Civilization's burning. This is Lot. She's going to turn into a pillar of salt, basically. She's going to vitrify from fascist weapons, wiping out Sodom and Gomorrah for their sins, or not paying their taxes, or whatever they do. So Durer goes from totally brilliant to totally weird. So yeah, even creation again. Eve is born out of a man. Just yes, an atom, isn't it? Atom. No. We'll have none of that. This is a local garden for local people.
Would it be like Swansea?
What have you heard of Swansea? So they got an apple, because this ass, or snake in this case. Did you hear about the lion? And where's that woman they keep going on about, the Lilith thing? And why are they always misshapen? Human beings don't look like that. An apple's not really that big, are they? Look at how big the fruit was in the Garden of Eden, guys. So they had forbidden knowledge and got kicked out according to the official narrative. What did I fucking tell you? Did I tell you not to eat the apple?
Get the fuck out of the garden. Yeah? Did you pay? Yeah?
Did you get the knowledge? So they left the garden, so apparently there's nothing outside but an angel, because they're really nice and they look out for you. Okay, get the fuck out. So they, you know, basically putting them out on the homeless thing going on the Garden of Eden. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what happened, but they went out like, you know, struggling, eating root. Yeah, eating roots is not bad. Potatoes are lush. And they had a baby.
They had a baby. And the little baby was called Pain.
No, it was Cain. Look, they got a well, and this looks like Britain, in, you know, in the Middle Ages, and it's 1500s. Okay, what's happening there? Let's reduce this down. Why haven't this come over? Bloody pain in the ass. Oh, sorry, God. Sorry about that, guys. So there's the canoodlers. There's a woman springing up from Adam's back, or whatever, side, because she took a rib or something. Oh, look. You see these? Or am I in the way? Oh, let's make them smaller. Smaller. No, smaller. No, bigger. Can you see them now? Okay, well these things are like gremlins or goblins. Okay, the gobble, and they're real because I've seen one. I've seen goblins 3 times in this reality, so they're real. Gremlins are real too. They fuck up the ship royally. Anyone disagree? What are they? Anyone had any witnessing of any gremlins or goblins in this realm ever? And let me know in comments, because it might be just me. So more like smiting going on. Yeah, gonna, you know, a sword. They're naked. What's the fucking point? God, the past is so iffy. So iffy. What's it like now? So iffy. What I got going on? Well, there's an awakening of humanity happening. They're panicking. They're looking like they're, you know, basically packing up shop for the winter. Selling gold, introducing terrible apocalyptic weather. And now there's a plague thing, which is the flu, which everybody's already had around Christmas time. Anyway, so I don't know what's going on, but it's more nightage, and they're not supposed to be there in the past, and nailing up Christ, and it's not Romans, it's a load of people from the Middle Ages. Okay, did they break his legs? That's how he died, asphyxiation. They broke his legs, and then they bury him. 3 days later, what's that? Is that a genie? Hang on a minute, I see that. What is that? Something with jugs, got horns and a head. It's descent into limbo, eh? And then he had a resurrection going on, a bit like Krishna as well. And other deities, they have a come back from the dead moment. That looks like a UFO, guys. Coming out of the sky. Beholdeth. Oh yeah, he's sat on an orb, a crucible, an orb. And I got the sound coming on. Big plasma charge behind. He's floated down on that.
Oh, he's massive. All the people are little and they're running.
Oh man, they're gonna have 150,000 foot holographic Jesus telling everybody off. More serpentage, tempting.
Get back down, you Gregory Peck. It's gonna taste nice. It's golden delicious.
Is it really? No. No, it's a coccyx orange pippin, which is another species of apple. So yeah, these are trippy. Grandmaster pinch by door. I'm going to pass them to you. You can go through them at your leisure. We're moving on. Okay? You can see it's just like nastiness. Yeah. Chop his head off. Hang on. No, his head's already gone. They're just whipping his headless body. That makes no sense to me, because he wouldn't be able to really feel it, would he? I'm sure what this is. It's a big hat. Giant's hat. Oh, they're repeating them. So it's back to nailing them. Jesus, all over again. So these are hieroglyphica. I'm going to share these because if you don't know about them, you haven't seen them on my channel. They're all of that weird ass encoding that we just seen. So it's all Hermes, it's all pan, yeah, panic, pandemonium, and it's like the masquerade as well. So it's basically all what's going on now in their weird ass sort of Babylonian death cult thing that they got going on. It's all, you know, shown in these. So let's have a little look at some of these weird images of hieroglyphica from a very early age. And it's the Phoenicians, the Chaldeans, and the Egyptians in this. Okay, so you do get the Phoenicians by Romain de Hugues. He's a Hug. He's one of the Hugers. Hugers are huggers. So yeah, after this bit, before I go on with any more, will be an appearance by King and Queen Femme. So yeah, these Phoenicians, they got this thing going on with the multi-breasted obelisk-y things, and they're just nuts basically. It's all really strange. It's all really depraved. Seems to be all about regained information, coinage. Get the gold in. It's all about gold. Once in a lifetime, after the money's gone. And you tell something's a fuck because they're basically stitching every human being up if they can who's not one, basically one of them. So. Oh, Noah's Ark, can you see that? Stood up on the mount. So they left it up on the mountain. Oh, he's had a magic spell put on him. He's got donkey ears. And he's eating shit off the floor. The owl's telling him to. Serpent's going on. That's an analogy for the M in the Atmos flat. Now, I'm not going to show you them all. They are amazingly trippy though, but just image. So.
You got one of these?
And statues are alive as well. He got a homunculus sitting on his lap. So a serpent, wings open. It's all about EM tech. Loads of homunculus. Epic rabbits sitting on your belly, giving you high-end rabbit abilities. I'm looking forward to seeing Queen Femme. It's been a while since I've seen them. They don't talk to me ever. They only come out on shows basically like this, on Flatterday specials and stuff, and talk to me. Is that Noah's Ark? I just leave them alone anyway. They're better off carrying on with their lives. They're the king and queen after all. I don't want to get involved. What do I know of affairs of state? Right, so globe. It's got the devil on a globe, chaining some two-faced guy who's got like plasma face. Ugh. See, the controllers could be walking amongst us, and you never know because they're basically,
out of sync, shape-shifting.
Yeah, I think there's parallel dimensions, or pocket dimensions, infinitely big, but also infinitely small. Wow. Juggies. So yeah, he's chained to basically a sphere. It would appear. Can't really tell you anything more. But it's all reset, coded. Every one of these hieroglyphica. You get the Masonic man with wings open and the pillar legs. You always get a bit of torture going on. It's normal. And Pan, who's a ram goater, likes to ram goats. People in underground, and he plays an instrument, so it's something to do with sound and vibration. This Pan, I think it's a clue to all of this 5G technology. I think it's just all of that going on back then. And this is their post-flood interpretation. All the alchemical symbols. Wow, trippy. Very trippy. So he's got a homunculus hanging off his elbow. Don't know what homunculus are. They're tiny little people, supposed to be infinitely intelligent. I'm wondering if they survived beyond the alchemical era, and in fact survived today, or in fact be us. because we're little, like, you know, and the people who occupied this place before us were a little bit bigger. So all Father Time. Yeah, it's got the Plasmaries reset ball. When do I chuck it? Throw it whenever. Yeah. The comet is definitely part of the process of recycling civilization. No doubt about it. I put it forward in our book. The Holy Grail of a Flat Earth. All about that. Bang my elbow. So Hieroglyphica anyway. So it's Flatday night special. We're going to be looking at a few more of these and we're going to be moving on. Okay. Now. Sirens going. It's going to get dark soon as well. So I'll give you the link. Check them out for yourself. They're really weird. So I don't know what this little guy is wrapped up in rope. And you get these whales. Them whales are always showing up. I think they're Phoenician submarines. I do. So got the eye in the feather. Peacock feather maybe. Got right with his eye in his head there. Cyclopsin. She's wearing architecture on her head because she's got 3 bests. Yeah, they got some. Oh, you got fasces active. So they seem to have some sort of weird androgynous agenda as well. Like some things I notice is like the, you know, maybe it's just consular states of Britain. I do not know, but the women seem to be getting more masculine and the men seem to be getting more feminine. They seem to be like, you know, vastly interested in like male products and smelling fucking stuff and looking a certain way and going to the hairdressers to have the latest fucking hairdo stuff. Yeah. I'm not saying having haircuts gay or anything. I'm just saying, like, you know, the attention they paid to it. Maybe they were like that years ago. I don't know. I thought it was all slugs and snails and puppy dogs' tails. Yeah? And girls make just sugar and spice and all things nice. Isn't that true? Because if it's not true, guys, my life has been very confused. What's this on his head? I've got a cowbell. It's my 10th favourite instrument. Maybe I'll give you a rundown on my favourite instrument sometime, guys. A triangle's in there. And a glockenspiel. And this thing here, which is on number 6. That one there. Anyway, enough of that. Bored of that now. Okay. Onward. So these are basically Piranesi, the incredible artist. I'm going to show you some of these guys. I picked this one out because it's basically epico. It's just epico. They show you Phoenician vases. This ship here, this seems to be the bows, but I'm not sure if that's our rudder. This could be the stern. It's difficult to say. But they got like this weird creature. So they're looking Roman. Check them out. Which Phoenician, because it says. Plus it's Piranesi. So lizardy, snaky men beings with sort of basically, you know, aquatic tributations fighting. They haven't got legs, they got serpents as legs. See that? And you'll see these all over civic buildings and all over buildings all over. Next time you walk down your shopping centre, have a look up on a building, you can see these flowing flowers or these reeds. They're always connected there. And these weird, horrible little fuckers called Phoenicians all over your buildings. So I guess it's a Phoenician mosaic. But they do give you some beauty. Just decoration. This is the mosaic you'd have on your floor because you don't have carpets. Don't need them. You've got a heated floor, a hypercost, heated water. Everything's lovely and warm. So check these out for Phoenician vases. I got a Phoenician vase over there. Bought it in Blackpool when I was 11 years old. I bought a vase of women and I bought a Sham 69 t-shirt. That's what I bought that holiday. Because Ocean Boys was just in the charts. Probably about 1978, 9. My Blackpool holiday. Yeah, it was terrible fucking holiday. I ended up in a bed and breakfast and basically the breakfast tasted like human vomit, and none of us could eat it, so we used to have to smuggle it out in serviettes down here. And basically my cousin got caught, you know, smuggling the bacon and food out to go and chuck outside. You know, like your food. It's fucking scary. It's having to force yourself to eat to keep some fucking weird landlady happy. Anyway, just I don't know why I told you that. So, Piranesi, I'll just pass you them. This is a book, another alchemical emblemata, but it shows you like giantage. It's like this guy here. He seems alright, but he's a giant. You can see it's all the same theme. And these are normal sized people. And he's a giant. I think he's got a ferret on his head. He's got a ferret on his head. Okay. So, they give you like a reset symbols, which is like this guy sitting there with his pot pouring out. Again. Pot to piss in. Again. Oh, did that say? No, that was Nymphum. I thought it was Nephilim. Nymphum. No bother. Nymphum. So, Jacob Katz. And there you go. So this is the alchemical world. Okay. And he's chopping an eel's head off. Or the cloud is. With a weapon. Because it's secret knowledge of whatever. That might not even be an eel. Okay. So, you're the stuck fight wieder. So, anyone speak old German? So they got really, really nice clothes on, and they got them old, you know, them irons there, I suspect. But you got fire definitely. I tell you what, that's not a good idea with all that material. You could go up. No wonder so many of these American cities went up, and the Great Fire of London. So, a man, oh, and that's more handed down information, guys. Okay, Middle Ages. And Aristotle, ethnic, and clear attack. Two of the, you know, people who give us our history. I think, is this evolutionary bullshit or what? Like, that we came from space monkeys. Maybe. Who knows? That's another Freemason. That was Darwin, wasn't it? So there's Pan. Come out of the water. He was a bit cold. Tried to dry things and got a bit in trouble. He's hugging fire. Pan hugs fire. And he rams goats too. He's a ram goat.
Well, pandemic.
It's a big thing, and another more information on that tree from a hidden hand coming out of the clouds. Basically, then people in another dimension are fucking with us all the time. Okay. And then Thor thumbs. Look, he's got a trident coming out of the sky. Look at that menacing face. I'm gonna fuck you up face. Look, and he broke. Oh no, it's I broke my sword face. What am I gonna do now? Attack it. What are you gonna do now? Go back home. Build a new sword. So there's one of those evil little Cherubinowskis. They never wear clothes, and they're always with like embroidering women, giving them knowledge because they're not real. There's another one.
Blindfold. This sun is going to burn your brains out.
The blast. Oh, that's Ovid. Another Roman. Talks about shit. I guess this is something to do with apples falling on some anomalous person that comes along hundreds of years later and says gravity. Gravity. So the world looked pretty nice back then. How to catch a rat or a did they have raccoons in Italy or in Germany? Well, they got raccoons in Germany, guys, back in the day, and wolves playing vampires. Still got them now. You know, emotional vampires or energy vampires. Yeah, there's a lot of dark energies floating around right now. 1589, 1682, but they're like, it's our job, guys. Okay, to kill the spell. You do that by being epic, not giving a flying fuck, and being really happy. Go in. No, not that. Hope I'm not annoying. Oh, thank you. Right. So, anyway, the turtle, well, we could be living on. Not really, just saying that. Don't know though. And these Phoenician whales, though, they keep turning up. I think there might be submarines, because they're overall all antiquities things. So, let me lighteth your light from a hand in the skyeth. Denieth your reality. So, they're going to catch a rat. That's an over-elaborate. They got rat problems because it's like post-apocalyptic society. Oh, look. We're Phoenicians. Put a couple of sticks in your head, chuck a few garlands over the cow, let's march into town and pretend we're backers. See if we can nick some shit. Okay, moving on. So, yeah, next will be King and Queen Thumb going to visit, okay. She's been out a while. Done a fish market. See, the world didn't look bad back then. Except these guys, they turn up like pouring loads of water, killing a fish. Killing a fish. You're killing a fish. Pouring fucking charcoals into the water. So there's hundreds of them in here, guys. There's a giant. Okay, he's getting battered. Don't know what they're doing. There's a giant. Leave him alone. A giant clam. Don't know. Oh, that's nice. A Cherabanuski's basically on a giant grinding wheel and he's sharpening a dude's knife. This is nice of him. The masquerade ball, guys. Wear the mask.
No, get the fuck away.
What do you reckon, guys? I reckon all of these Babylonians, I reckon stars and shit, they always talk about the masquerade ball. I reckon once they get there and get like fucking touched up by a load of pervies and shit, I reckon then they're in like the club. So it's all sorts of bollocks. Bollocks. There's a new day coming, and thought forms like that will not even exist. Everyone was just going to be totally epic and experiencing their consciousness the way they're meant to, without interference and energy soaking, making you earn a fucking fiat currency that doesn't even exist, burning all your energy just so you can live. Everyone 1 week away from homelessness, everyone on the edge of despair all the time. In the normal world, unless you've got loads of money, you don't have to worry about things like that. I'm about normal people like me. Sane, normal people like myself. Okay? I don't know. What a world, eh? So more alchemy. They're making stuff. Okay. So anyway, we're going to get off then, 'cause I've got loads of images to show you, and loads of stuff, and information, and I want to do King Thumb right now. So. Oh, God! Delivers doggy bickies. Chuck that, and I'll give you this. Looks like that, well, that's going on. Looks like that dog's nicked something really important. It says pain there. I want to give you pain. Spiders. I seen a bumblebee this morning, so summer's coming. So there you are, there's a trip through the 1500s. This guy is playing for dancing monkeys, and they're being dropped stones from heaven by a bagpiping dude in Germany. Because they've got bagpipes here. Oh, is this Dutch? Yeah, it's Dutch. They've got bagpipes here. More looting going on. Or playing the lute. Okay, that's enough of that. Bought that too, sorry. Right, curio, pics of the day, information, but first, I'm coming back. Okay. Hiya. It's good to see you all, peeps. It's Flat Earth British think tank Flatterday special. Okay, I haven't been here in a while, because basically, my head's not been together enough to really post with all the bullshit I got going on. You wouldn't even imagine. So, you wouldn't imagine. Worst ever. YouTube, just bullshit. Anyway, so this will be a Corona special episode of Queen and King Thumb. Okay, now if you don't know about these, okay, they love one another. Okay, but they have their problems. They're married, but they rule the world. They're King and Queen Thumb. Okay. Queen Thumb of Tartaria. Right. So, Queenie, what you find with her is she's always out, and the king, he's always in, but he's scheming. He's scheming. He's always thinking about what he can get up to. Well, this is Queenie. Who's there? Hi, Queenie. How you doing? Been a while. You're awesome. You know that. So that's Queenie Thumb. I know. Exciting, isn't it? King Thumb. He's got like, you can identify him. He's got a bit of a dirtier crown because he's a man. Okay. Now King Thumb. Okay. He's a schemer, as I said, because he's a dude. And she's out today because she had to go out on the royal bus to the royal spa to pick up some emergency provisions because of the coronavirus, don't you know? She's a female. She panics about things like this. King Thumb, he can give a flying fuck. Okay? Now, there. So this is King Thumb. You can clearly see the difference. Okay? King Thumb. Okay, say hi, King Thumb. Hi. How are you getting on? It's been okay. Coronavirus, isn't it? Is it getting on your nerves? I'm going on about it all the time. Do you think you're going to get it? You're the king, though. You can have Enchcrow, can you? Yeah, I know. So, anyway. So he's waiting for her to come home because she'd been down the royal spa, okay, buying some provisions, okay, but she'd been kept ages, okay, because people talk a lot, okay, and she doesn't talk a lot, does she? So here she is. So left to right. So here I am. I'm back. Okay. Oh, hang on. I'm back. Yeah, I've been out down the spa. Where are you, Thumbikins? I'm here, Petal. Oh, hi, Petal. Where you been? I've missed you. Ah, that's nice. She's going red. Anyway. What have you been up to then, love? Well, I was waiting in the queue, okay, in the spa, and I made this ride. He was breathing all over me. Anyway, I picked up one of these. Now, I can't get coronavirus. Oh, you never went out like that, did you, love? Yeah, of course I did. In fact, we all do today. It's a coronavirus special. Okay? Now, it's a coronavirus special. Now, so, I'm saved. Okay, I never caught anything. Okay, because I have my special mask on, and you won't get anything with a mask. Oh, I'm so pleased. I wouldn't... Oh, get the corona. I would have hated for you to catch a virus. Now, I've been having a word with my friends about this virus. You know, Thumbikins. What? Now, do you remember when you said that you were going to kill the whole of humanity, turn yourself into a virus, and do said job? Oh, yeah. I suppose I did say that, didn't I? Anyway, when I was on the shops with Mabel, this Chinese woman walked in the shop, okay? She was breathing all over me, and I said, "Get away, Chinese woman, don't breathe all over me. It's not doing me, you're not really good. You might have the virus, but there's much chance of me having the virus." No. Just at this moment, I think it's safe to say, okay? Where are you? Okay, back to them in a minute. We can raise some money for the poor and impoverished children of Cardiff. We can basically contribute £10 each to buy 3 used dust masks. But a tenner will buy 3 used dust masks for the poor, impoverished children of my fair city, Cardiff. Okay, let's show some kindness this Corona season. I don't like that. I want to give me a rash anyway. So, no. So it wasn't you then, was it, that made the virus? No love. I did say that, but I didn't think it was going to happen, obviously. Anyway, so what have you been doing? Well, you remember last week when the Emir of Abu Dhabi visited on that lovely lunch we had? Oh yeah, him. Oh, Mr. fucking Gropey. Oh yeah, I remember him, alright. Well, anyway, he was telling me about this thing he got going on over there. I don't know what it's about, but it sounds weird. But it's called the harem. Have you heard of one of them, love? Come here, you. Come here. What? Stop that right now. This is a bit like Punch and Judy, but not really, it's modern day. So stop that. Okay, so I'm going to phone I'm a king being beaten up line. I'm feeling very, very, very beaten right now. I'm going away. Bye. I love you though. I love you too. I won't be building a harem. I obviously love you. I don't know what they are anyway. I was just saying. Anyway, I'm going.
Men. Bye.
So, that was end of episode number 4 of King and Queen Fun. Okay, we're gonna have a special mini-series of King and Queen Fun. She's safe. She had a mask on. It worked, because they don't work, obviously, so it worked. Balancing out somewhere in the middle. Okay, now back to the normal world, okay, and normal things, activities on our Flatterday special. She's going to batter him if he keeps having them stupid ideas. He needs sorting out, Kingston. Okay, but like that Emir of Abu Dhabi do. Yeah, he's just Mr. Gropey. I know. Just want to stay away from them people. Okay, he's obviously one of them. Finish. Anyway, back to information. So, Curio. This got sent in to me, but I haven't got the foggiest. And it's Yakima's old Freemason Lodge number 24. Now it's the Hotel Mason. And the Freemason exhibit at the Yakakami City Museum. So apparently they got like all Phoenician architecture in Japan. Okay, North Yakakami's Masonic building is having a bit of a do up in the 1911-1912 period, but you don't see the bottom bimbo. You do see the side. Here it is, and there it is inside. And today, interestingly enough, it's a Hotel Mason. It's erected, but they removed the compass, didn't they, in 1911, so they say. And this is a property being placed by the National Register of Historical Places in the United States Department of the Interior. It's a Masonic temple. 1990. By the Americans. Yeah. So I don't know where that city is then. It's a highly confusing business. So that don't even look like it's real. But they've had a recent paint job on that. Ancient and accepted Scottish Rite and Freemasonry, 1911. See, I'm sorry, I don't know about all that. And gematria. It's like there's different forms, and there's can't stick with one. 3 to 1. That should be a little bit different. Yeah. So. Anyway, I'll give you the link. You read it for yourself. It's about a Masonic temple in an anonymous place. Now, guys, the Tartarian First Flat Earth Convention, there seems to be a bit of a problem. There's like a virus to stop it. Apparently, like Northern Italy's on lockdown. And today, in Welsh news, they say there's 2 cases in Cardiff, where I live, and one of them had been to Northern Italy. I thought, they're not going to introduce a virus and kill millions of people just to stop me going to Italy. That'd be stupid. Anyway. So, it's been reorganised, guys, if you don't know. Okay, it's on Sunday, the 19th of April, next month now. As long as they fuck off and stop their media bullshit. And it's with Dave Murphy, Spaces Imaginary Frontier, Martin Liedtke, who is moi, the Holy Grail of our Flat Earth, and I'll be talking about Mud Flood and Tartaria and everything else. And I speak Italian as well. Fluently. Ciao. Bellissimo bambino. Ciao. Okay, that's all you need to know, really. Albino Gallipini is doing the Had 1,000 Years, which just brought up, and there's the flyer for said event, okay? And a video where I was speaking about said event not too long ago, really. So, yes, reasonably cheap. They're cheap, really. 50 and 50, you know, it's like 100 quid for a weekend jolly in a beautiful place. So, hopefully, if, like, you know, Armageddon time donate, that's what will happen. So I got a second channel, guys. If you don't know, I've got 7,000 channel subscribers on there, and like on this channel now, where I am, I don't know, coming up to 13,000. I've lost my channel, my main channel. YouTube keeping it, and it won't give me it back. Okay. Now that had 28,500 subscribers, and they're just holding it. Seems really weird and there somehow. But anyway, we carried on regardless, built up a new channel, got 13,000 since last October, and this is my other channel that's been ongoing. I'm posting all my stuff that's on this hard drive that got sent to me by Terry for me. All my basically old videos from that channel, I've been uploading them on here. Okay, and you've all been watching them, and I put one up last night. Okay, Mudflood Realm and Ancient Tartarian Remains. They are very juicy, guys. Okay, yes, they are reruns, but a lot of, thousands and thousands of you people have just turned up and don't know anything about all of this, do you? So these are all juicy. Okay, that one there, X marks the spot. All of them, in fact, are just really juicy. So watch them as well, and please sub while you're there to my other channel, our other channel, the Great Flatterday Think Tank, where we go and I do live events there, which I might do later if the mood takes me. So, sorry. I read all the documents and show literally tens of thousands, like, in all of them vlogs. Pictures. Cool as well. Cool pictures. Okay. So that was last August I recorded that. Now, my book, our book. Okay. Do you know about that? Okay, well, we released a book last 7th of December, okay, and here it is on Amazon. So if you Google Amazon and Flat Earth, or Flat Earth Books, there I am. I'm not sure why they give me a 4-star, but maybe it's because it's a new book and it came out 7th December, okay. I'd see it like a fucking 5-star, because it is a 5-star book, okay, it's epic, okay, guys. You can order it, I suppose, through there. I'll give you the website now of Flat Earth British website, info website. So whatever books. So we're on the books with the greats here. We got some of these going on. Edward Hendry, who was interviewed by ODT TV. Jeffrey Garrett, not sure about that one, but pretty cool. Somebody sent me a book last night, an Arab guy, and it was a really cool Flat Earth book as well, where he's been taking Flat Earth stuff out of the Quran, etc. It's really cool. And other stuff. I hope it might be on you. Anyway, Flat Earth or Round Earth by Valentine Matkus. I don't know about that. It's a new one. Christine Garwood, I remember that. And what the fuck is this? Tim Oz. Itchy gets 5 stars for a fucking colouring book with 0 fucking effort or input. See how it's all fucking just bollocks, guys. So anyway, I made it on a list with William Carpenter and Samuel Rowbotham. So I'm buzzing about that. And Parallax, or Rowbotham, and Nick Davis. So that was a legendary book as well. Jeffrey Garrett, Max Sargent, and Derek Spewell. Made on there as well. And Eric Dubé. Okay, Eric Dubé. Eric, that name is in the middle of the word America. In fact, Erica is as well. America, Erica, Eric. Ooh, what do the other letters make? So yeah, so I'm on there, I'm on the list, so pretty soon it's going to be pretty fucking hard to keep ignoring it. We move on. If you've got a runny nose and you think you might have coronavirus or a touch of man flu or woman flu, whatever, get over to my mate Gillian, right? She got a field of legal stuff. Okay, there it is there. It's like heaven. And she works in the industrial hemp industry, which was cash cropping everywhere in the world up until a certain period of time. Now they're seeing the reason, because they want to tax and make billions of money. So CBD products are incredibly helpful. I don't take any pharmaceuticals, guys. I won't try, but I will have CBD for pain relief, because I'm basically a 52-year-old man. I got a click in my wrist, and I got a dodgy knee, and I got nerve damage all down my right hand side from where I fell off the hatches when I was in the merchant navy. So I got like pain because I'm a bloke and I'm getting on. So I take CBD products, and it sorts your head out and it kills your pain. Don't be taking that bullshit. Paracetamol, you don't even know what they do, apart from, you know, cake your fucking liver up. Right? Okay, it's Gillian, please. Okay, if you're your well-being. Okay, so this is our website, which is pretty funky. We're going to look at some cool images of the day in my city. This is our Flatterday thing. Tell me what you think about the ongoing, you know, basically the ongoing drama and saga in King and Queen Thumbikins' affairs. because we're all quite interested now, aren't we, how this is going to develop. Tell me if you're not. Okay. So yeah, you can get a book on here and on here, and these are all my shit go down. You can support me if you feel that that basically you can help me. Will be a very epic thing. Mudford Tartaria, Feminine Starports. I'm trying to see if I can remember them with my eyes closed. Fasces, Comet, Technosmia, Antiquitech, Shapes, Giants, Maps, Airships, Words, Science. I'm cheating, I got one eye open. Art, Architecture, Resets, Aquatech, Fireplaces, Weather, Activities, News, and Resources. This is the shit we all do, or Flat of British, plus more. Okay, Antiquitents are not on there and other stuff. And this is my son. I always shout him because he's basically a YouTuber, Welsh Dragon Metals. He's got Wales in the channel as well. He just so happens to be my son. So, pretty fucking cool. Anyway. So, yeah, these are all epic subjects. And we have the famous giant... Oh, the resources. In case you don't know, guys, new to my channel, there's a resource here which will link you up to plethora of bookage and mapage and other channelage and stuff. So you get Phoenicians, origins of Britain. Who knew? Charles Fort, read that, guys. Charles Fort, Book of the Damned. Trippy in a fucking word. Galleries and libraries, maps and miscellaneous. So yeah, I'm wondering when academia actually respond to that book, because I can't imagine them just keeping on ignoring it forever, because it's just not going to be able to be, because it's on top of the Amazon list. Anyway, pictures of the day. Okay, we'll have a look at a few Brunel pictures, because remember they said that Brunel attributed him to suspension bridgeage and stuff, even though he was dead. So could we believe the Great Eastern? This is the Great Eastern, and it is in 1857, and it is basically just being built. Does a couple of voyages. It's not financially viable, so they get it to lay the first transatlantic cables. So he built the Hungerford Bridge across the River Thames, which lasted a couple of years, and then just they get rid of it by the 1900. And this is apparently the greatest ship that ever was, the Great Eastern, and that was his moorings. They say it was basically on the Isle of Dogs in East End of London to this day, and there it was, and it was a folly. They say it was all that effort to get her off this slipway into the Thames, giant chains that are still there today. Excuse me. And so can we believe, and incredible coincidence, it's binded, coiled together, central core, it's a fasces, exactly the same looking, and they say that they put this all the way under the Atlantic, these cables. So is the narrative true for that? The Great Eastern, SS Great Britain still exists. It's in Bristol, and Great Western is, I'm not sure, one of them's in Pompey in Portsmouth, and there it is in Bristol, the Clifton Suspension Bridge. There he is, in front of his chains. Apparently he has a photograph taken. I don't know what he's got in his happy hat. It could be ice bag, keep his head cool, could be homunculus, or something else going on. But there's something going on with his happy hat. Anyway, he looks like shit because he's one of the richest engineers in the whole of Victorian era and built everything in the world, and all of the industry of America and everywhere else all sprang off this man's brain, apparently, according to narrative. He looks like shit. And here's the Great Eastern, paddle steamer, giant chains to put it in the water, mid 1800s. There's quite a few photographs available, and these, excuse me, gantries for laying the electric cables on the Great Eastern, invented specifically for that caper, apparently. So I think that's my son's models when he was modelling when he was younger. There you are. So they laid the whole of the Atlantic. What about the mid-Atlantic mountain range you tell us is there? How did you overcome that? Did you just go on top of a mountain and down a mountain? Did you find valleys? Right. So there it is there. great hulking chunk of metal. Apparently boys got riveted into it's a double skimmed hull. Apparently boys got riveted into it. They're boy riveters. Hold hot rivet, somebody else smash it in. So if you get it wrong, you can smash a boy's hands anyway. So there's wax as well around it, and it's supposed to be the bottom of the Atlantic. So that was the first transatlantic message. Then happens to be no less than fucking the Titanic. You can't make this shit up. So there he is. I'm not a Freemason. And he drops dead of some sort of strokage after this photo. There he is there. He's wearing a happy hat because he's bald as a fucking coot, isn't he? And there's a load of top hatters. There's Ism and his gang. Ism Schism. Ism bad kingdom bullshit. And all his crew who have hijacked the world. Or their names have. So that's inside here. Excuse me, sorry they're so small. And we're going to move on. Now, what we're going to look at now is my city, which is Cardiff, and then images of the day. So, prepare for a history tour down Cardiff Bay. Now, I live in a place called Ely. Okay, it's a bit of a shithole. Here it is. That's Mill Road. Now, if you live... Hi, Nathan. In Cardiff, you're going to love this. Now, this is St Mary Street. This is the old post office in the 1950s. And this is Wilson Road in Ely. All of this is knocked down now. We had a riot. I wasn't nothing to do with starting the riot. Okay, guys, that was my mate Nobby. I just happened to be with him. So, first night, all the boys turned up, so there's just a few dozen. Second night, a few hundred. By the third night, maybe 5,000 people. We had a giant riot. Yeah. So here's Cardiff, one of our oldest buildings, St John's, which I'm going to show you some basically programming on a video that they did a projection on front of this church of nights and stuff, a bit like they do with globe programming, they do with history programming. So they paid paradise, they built Greg's bakery. See, I can't eat Greg's. Yeah, I can't eat it, shit. It's just like dough in my stomach. So this is in my street where I lived, and this is what I had hutting at my street, and tried to get in my house as well during the Ely riots. So that was fun. So here's Queen Street, our main thoroughfare, full of beautiful Tartarian buildings, changed a bit in the modern day.
More Cardiff.
So yeah, we used to have, this used to be a canal, and they filled it in, and now it's a road. All of this now is all the Glastonbury Arms. God, never having a pint in there. All this is knocked down now. They've got a big fuck off skyscraper there. Just pile more people into when you visit our city. That is it, St John's Church, built apparently 12th, 13th century, and here it is, World War II. So this building's falling down in the Blitz of Cardiff because we got battered by the Luftwaffe, or so they say, and it's falling down there in the modern day. They got a big shitty fucking building like they do with London and everywhere else. So when I was a kid, I used to hop up there, I used to run across there, and I used to run across there because this is the gates, Dock Gates, Butte Dock. It was there when I was a kid as well. So it was electric, an electric motor here, see? And that is pure early on as well. So we were the biggest port in the world, coal port in the world was Cardiff, guys. Pierhead building, first million deal. We had the more coal exploited out of Cardiff than any other city in the world at that time. And prominent in 2 world wars as well for D-Day and everything else. So, snow in Cardiff, outside the Royal Hotel on Wood Street.
Hiya, mate.
Oh no, you're Cardiff. Alright, mate. That's the bridge in. This was a fact. This is in Ely. There's the River Ely. You may have seen it on my flood damage video the other day. I won't eat in there.
Full vinegar.
No, that's probably not good, mate. Don't do that. But they got closed down anyway. They went into an Indian takeaway, or it is tandoori, right? These guys in here, they got done on like terrorist thingies or whatever. But that might be made up. So anyway, this used to be, it's flats now, but it used to be the home of the Welsh Eisteddfod back in the 1600s. Here was where I was forced christened at 8 years old. The Church of the Resurrection, which was a double. The Church of the Resurrection is in Romage. Howl that. No longer there. Beautiful wooden school I went to, and it was magical. I love that. don't know what it is. It's just my local countryside. I was born in here. This is St David's Hospital. It's the workhouse at this stage, where you go, basically, for all of them things I read out in my last post. All them offences will get you in here. So I was born in there, in the Blue Room, during the biggest thunderstorm in history. Yes, when I arrived. A gypsy woman told my mama, "Bow wow, bow wow, bow. You're going to have a boy child. It's going to be a son of a gun." So there's me in the castle grounds back a couple of years ago. There's a video, but I'm not playing it. We never had a zoo. They gave it to Bristol. We had an animal wall, which is quite funky, and it's on the castle. American tourists love taking photographs of our animal wall and stuff. It's spring in Wales, and we have daffodils and crocuses. Can I hear a great big after 3? 1, 2, 3. I know. It's been a long, cold winter. So, Cardiff was the biggest docks in the world, and it was just incredibly big. We had all these Tartarian buildings, still loads of them there, all mud flooded. This is the Pier Head building. It's all antiquated out. Cardiff's taken many changes over the years. The Luftwaffe has seen to some of it. That's my local drinking hovel. If I ever do go out, I go down there, the H, which is the oldest pub in the area where I live, in Ely. So they used to have a building in front of Cardiff Castle on Duke Street, yeah, and they knocked it down in like the Edwardian period. Yes. Now there's green outside. So back in August 20 other year, they built this fence because we had President Obamaville, right, came to Cardiff. So they built this fence and they cut off 2 cities, Cardiff and Newport, right, checkpoints and shit, just to get to fucking go to A to B. It's insane. So what they do with this fence, yeah, it goes around the outside of the city. It's a double skimmer as well. It's like, you know, do you want to buy this, Donald Trump, to keep the Mexicans out? It's better than yours. Well, yeah, it's fucking shit hot. So they've taken all this down, they put it somewhere. Now we've got Corona. I'm wondering if they'll do a test with Cardiff. It's a test city. I wonder. Well, don't wonder. So yeah, the Luftwaffe came on and they came over. They dropped loads of bombs on Albany Road there, and blew up all our houses. Yeah, and left loads of holes as well. So Cardiff had shit sweet fuck all in, excuse my language, in the past. Apparently it was all mud. A couple of little bridges gone up to a castle that looks nothing like the castle of today, because I was built like, that's just a pencil drawing. To me, no evidence for shit in this realm. Okay, so there's that turned into Oliver's shoe shop, and my old church, it's St John's Church, which apparently survived the flood. And just historical reference. This appears in a John Speed map, which I have behind me on the floor over there. So there it is, Cardiff Bay, Tiger Bay. Appears in many songs, has a film made about it. This is a good advertisement, this is, for Welsh Tourist Board. Brilliant film by John Mills, and Hayley Mills is in it as well. It's a beautiful film. Tiger Bay, watch it if you haven't. Also, it appears in an Ian Dury track, Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick. Yeah, do you know about that one? From Bombay to Mandalay, every woman, every man. So yeah, in my city, Cardiff, we used to have like a second railway station, and it was called Queen Street Station. Here it is. They knocked it all down and they replaced it with a shed. The reason being is basically, if you went to catch a train in the Victorian era, you'd have a nice sandwich, nice cup of tea, nice sit down in a warm waiting room. Train comes up, you're all under a roof, you don't even get your tootsies wet. Rip all this down, stick no fucking covers and a shitty little sort of, well, basically a container for the station. Now everyone is like dying and freezing in the station and not having no luxury, so they just, I don't want to go by train anymore, I'm going to drive to work. So it was to get people, apart from killing Antiquitech, get people away from trains, get them in cars when all that turned up. This got knocked down. Queen Street, the capital. The Beatles played in there. I've seen loads of movies in there. So there's the old church, and this is it way back, St John's Street. Is that a light up emergency sign? So I hope you're enjoying my city. It's full of beautifulness. This is Ely Bridge, where if you watch my vlogs you would have seen the river rushing under this shitty steel bridge. They knocked this beautiful bridge down to replace. It's very unusual, but they do that. So that is that hotel I just showed you, the bridge where they had that Eisteddfod on the side. So 120 years ago. So Macross, I basically worked on demolition and helped to knock this place down. Chelsea girl, I remember that. Sister used to boil stuff in there. Lermans that went over to, what was it? Manty worked in there anyway. So years before and after, Clifton Street, down Rofe, and apart from like the contents of shops, I haven't really changed an iota. So look at all this, every bit of this is gone, or replaced with terrible bullshit. Keep an eye out, you might see a relative of mine on a photograph. Okay, that's across the road. It was Blockbusters. Why didn't 5G? Why didn't they? Oh no, that was years ago when Blockbusters existed. Why didn't they go online and carry on? They weren't very good at business, were they? Oh. So Cardiff, during its redevelopment, basically in a matter of 20 years they turned it from piss poor British fucking capital city town thing to, excuse me, to one of the biggest up and coming cities in Europe, and apparently the biggest in the next 20 years. So this is Cardiff Castle. There's all tunnels going in under here as well. I've been there many times. That is a duck. Aww, so happy. 2 years ago this was, I went for a walk taking some film one day, and there was a door going under there, under the castle wall. Excuse me. And a load of Phoenicians. He's got horns, by the way. See? Horns. It's a Viking dude because he's in Cardiff. Wheels. So it's very Welsh theme to this. Oh, I love that. See, they got a griffin dragon thing on our flag. What you got on yours? Yeah, 4 angels. Pretty good as well. Okay, I'll hold you to that. So science, education, and a load of Phoenicians. We got the info. So this is my civic centre. Me going, yeah, right, whatever, because I'm cocky like that. Cathays Park. Cathars. Yeah, I know. So I got a bit of film. Commerce and industry. So it is pretty beautiful. Apparently built in the Edwardian era, early. A few photographs existing, but Villa Cardiff is a Phoenician nightmare. Excuse me. Kuh. East, west, faceless night. Nasty little demon faces. The entrance is worse. There's all demons over that too. Like on here, they're like, no one's gonna notice. It's a picture of Winston Churchill standing by here, and there's like these demon things looking at him. Fasces crossed. All of this coding we recognise. Ooh. He's big, isn't he? Is he a giant? Yeah, he's a giant. Got a giant. I never even knew that. What's that? Unity and patriotism. Oh, that's too fucking... That's dodgy as shit. That's the museum. I'm banned from here. I won't be able to go in here anymore. No, don't want to anyway. Fuck them. If I go in, I'll go in incognito. I'll just, like, basically go in as me. And they won't even remember, probably, anyway. And they got dinosaur exhibits. Yeah, I got kicked out for taking photographs of their dinosaur bones, which were chicken bones. And I told them, I got 2 photographs, here they are. I said, oh! I said, can I take photographs? They said, no, you can't go and ask permission. So I went, because the chicken bones, evidently, guys, can see that, can you? So they want you to tell you they're dinosaur. So, chicken bones. So they didn't stop me taking the photographs. So this is an old pub in Britain, Cardiff, 1902. There it is in the modern day. And here's a video. And I am going to show you what they do. I'm going to turn the video down. Watch this. years ago, 2 years, 3 years ago. I could just come back from someone's funeral. A relative's, my Auntie Margaret's, actually. So it's programming. It's history programming. Watch this now, what they do. Keep watching. Daffodil. There's sound to it, but it's going to be echoey.
Where are you guys?
I don't know. Annoying. So yeah, history programming. Knights. Shit. It's getting dark. Ooh, that's pretty good. And then back to the daffodil. Sweet. And then the knight comes along, crushes a daffodil with his horse foot. Don't really happy with that. Hoof. Ooh. So that's that. And we're gonna have some more images of the day. Now this is more Cardiff. I'm only gonna show you a few though, cause. So this is a Cardiff picture. Some lady is bringing in some plant, anomalous plant, to that this child doesn't like the smell of. But it looks like lemon cypress to me, not like anything else. It's Cardiff Castle, covered in ivy, apparently built in the 1850s by the Marquis of Bute. Very anomalous. Two Edwardians down by Rough Pat Lake, looking at the ducks. Yay. Egg and spoon race. This is Grand Avenue, where I grew up. And I remember all this happening. They used to have like really events. Nowadays, fucking hell, wouldn't even dream of anything like that happening. So that's where I live. That's what it looks like. Probably look like a lot of places in Cardiff. This Cardiffian here was my mate's son. So that's when they put the new bridge in and tore that old one I showed you down. And then just chucked this new thing in that's shit. And no good in floods. Like that one. That's outside St David's Hospital when I was born. So we get a lot of floods in Cardiff. And Schnee as well. Excuse me, sorry about these. There's that pub I was telling you about, which is now flats. And where I was born, St David's Hospital, which is a workhouse. Which basically, when I first mentioned it, took off, it was grabbed hold of, and then it was developed into orphan trains, etc. Leckwith Bridge shakes like fuck when you go over it, and it's still there today. And you start swimming in Rough Park Lake, you go in there, now your skin would fall off. They did start to build an underground in Cardiff, and it went under the Ely, and it's this tunnel, and it's still there, and they didn't develop it. I don't even know why. Must have run out of money. And knocking the old world down all over my city. And there it was, Cardiff Bay, Cardiff Docks, Tiger Bay, all the coal. Went really quiet. That looks like one of my father's ships, SD Sonia. And there's the underground for Cardiff that was being built and got stopped dead in its tracks. When I was a kid, this was the arches from the old Glamorganshire Vale line that got closed in the 1800s, and this bridge was falling down apparently, but I used to walk over it all the time as a kid. I've even seen trains going over it. And that was a monastery called Blackfriars Monastery. You can still visit, but now it's just bits of stone in the ground. We've got Tudor buildings. Ooh, what is this? And these came along and they removed the electric cables that were for the trolley buses in the 60s. They invented gantries to do it. Schnee. Oh, we don't have any now. So we're enjoying them. That's a Roman wall. There's in Cardiff Castle. And this scaffolding fell down in a storm. I thought I'd take a snap. Brewery, we brewed beer. A bus station and a Philharmonic. If you see the outline of that church there, it designates where once, back in the past, St Mary's Church once stood, and it got taken out by a tsunami of 1609. Don't you know? Football on Cardiff City. I might have been in there, guys, in the Bob Bank. And there's Cardiff back in the day. It was an unbelievable place, guys. Pianos in the street, battered off the Luftwaffe, ABC City. Oh, what's in the cinema? Yeah, I've seen loads of pictures in there. Star Wars, I've seen Grease in there. I've seen loads of films in there. A mappage. I look into old mappage. And there's the trolley bus we had, they got rid of. So it wasn't a tram, it was a bus that ran electric. So there's a couple of Splot girls. I don't know them. I do know them. And they're off down to town on a bus stop in the 1980s. Cardiff Docks now. Sweet fuck all. It's not, because there's all skyscrapers right the way along here now. And I was only in 20 years. There's off down the city when we was all long edgy hooligans. Probably off to play the Millwall. And there's a dog's gonna eat you any second. And then they have a big riot on the way in then. You're gonna get your fucking head kicked in. So somebody is getting their head kicked in by there. I think he's a Tottenham fan. So yeah, kick off every day down that's a lighthouse ship. It was a library. Biggest floating library in the world at one stage. It's moved now. There's them dock gates again in the modern day, they're gone now. So. Ooh, a funeral. I think it might be somebody like wartime person. So there was a riot down the city. We do this is a British thing, okay? Cardiff City football fans in 1982. We beat the audience. I was there. I was in there. I got a ticket for that game. I remember it was fucking heaving. All nicking in half time. And there's a nice good old pitch invasion. It was on the Tea Time News. My mate Gonzo was jumping over. Just behind him, it was on Tea Time News. But yeah, they tried these are all like away fans, a couple of thousand of them. All the fans rush over there and shout abuse at him. And there's a few like fisticuffs happening as well. It's really cool. Well, it was. Ooh, they're nice low windows, aren't they? With the rest of the door and the ground level is what? So that's all gone. All gone. Ah, I remember that one as a kid. That was still there. I wouldn't go in there, I thought it was rats. And there's back in the skinhead days, the Mandy of Ely. Mandy, you're on there. And two little Ely Utes. Yeah. Back in the day. Fucking love that. Love that. Love that shot. That's just epic. So that just sums up Ely. Ah. Ely fire station. Ely library, knock down. Put them all at the central hub, keep an eye on your ass. Empire Pool, gone. And the floods. And Ely women, Gail Osborne. Oh yeah, I know the Osbornes. And this is outside on the avenue, outside the Salvation Army place. In 1970s. So this is how you all dressed in the 1970s, ladies. Yeah. Pretty epic, isn't it? So. Or Cardiff. Let's move on. Images of the day. And then we're going to have me come back, have a chat with you all about what the fucking hell I've been on about, which I don't even know. So this is apparently the funeral. These are images of the day. Please make sure to share this out. It happened on the 11th of November 1920. I think it's the funeral of Garibaldi or somebody anyway. But it's a funeral. and he's on like this thing. No, it's not Garibaldi because they're French. It's one that sounds like Garibaldi. He's going into the arch to be demagnetized. Totus Caro. So anyway, he's got like fasces or lebris, inner fasces, 4 of them on his coffin, and like a giant fuck off tank by the side of it. He's in there. This, you know, one of their lot with the laurel leaves. So a famous Frenchman being buried in 1930. Name begins with G. Sounds like Garibaldi, but it ain't. And he's got the quadruple fasces, 4 angels, lebris on the top of his coffin. Ka-ching. Right.
Once upon a time, in the far distant past,
they had plans for the city airport on the River Thames, so they were going to do this. Okay, so this is all in scaffold now. They're 5G and they're out doing shit with that. But back in the past, they were going to build this over the River Thames. Yeah. See, I would have liked to have seen that happen. Okay, you may have seen this on my community message this morning, telling you all that this vlog was going to be happening. Books for giants. How do you bind these books for giants? How do you make the leather? These are a big undertaking, and any information. If you sit in a chair and you put this on your lap, would it break your legs? How do you change the pages? How do you lift it out? So I don't think she's done this on her own anyway. So it's books for giants, guys. I'd love to know what they said. And there's pictures in them. What language is that? Cleavage. So what we got here? Oh, I'm not actually sure, but it's a courthouse in Americasville. Let's have a look at it. It's got like a castle on the side. What's that? Well, we look closer in case there's cleavage. Somebody sent it in for some reason. Now these are in Tennessee, and in the St. John's Church in Johnson City, they got an ancient stone, cobbled, mud flooded to fuck ancient church, proving we already know America's the old world. When they say we got old buildings in America, yeah, you're fucking right, you have. Whew. So this seems to be an apocalyptic view of an anomalous city, but I think it's probably, I'm not even sure. It could be Cologne, but I'm guessing. So I think this might be Tennessee. Somebody sent me some Tennessee images. I'm afraid that I don't know what the clue is, except for this building seems to be windowless and stuff going on. I don't know. So Hiroshima, you may know, seen all of this idea from the book. And then you got San Francisco 1906 and Precision and 2008 California fires, which are all covered in Holy Grail of a Flat Earth. What about a little Antiquitech booth? Did you go in there to pray? Is that what it was always there for? Bet it's nice, isn't it? So, giantage, how big were they? This often comes up. So Adam is this big, 15 foot. Noah, oh, he's a bit shorter. And humans, they're like down there, 6 foot. So that's why the doors were bigger, okay? Because these people were this big. Texas Wall, this is also in the book. I've covered this many times. Antediluvian wall under a field in Texas, proving, because the footings are gone in, the wall could be infinitely deep, okay? That somebody, this was ground level, right down here at some stage, and somebody's been building walls in old world America. So these are some of these Phoenician bloody ones that I showed you. Right, here's another one. Very interesting is this. It's basically the Great Western Railway Museum, but they're doing it all up because it is a rebuilding. So in 1910, a rebuilding of the station, a construction of the overall roof and concourse is well underway. So this station in 1910 is being refurbed, not built. Okay, refurbed, not built. Okay, at that period. So electricity. Now that pier there is in Atlantic City, and it is basically Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's the $1 million pound, or $1 million, sorry, you're in America, you got dollars, pier. I know it was like, you know, you all watch Broadwalk Empire, and it was all mafia gangster run, I mean. But apparently they coughed up $1 million to electrify this giant pier, Atlantic City. Somewhere I'm going to need to look into more is Atlantic City. I have a bit. Quite like the place, anyway. Gone down there in Google Earth, looks crap nowadays, like Blackpool or wherever, Turkey, was epic in the past. So yeah, this is electricity being used. Coney Island, New York City, and Luna Park. Beautiful. Also, electricity being used over this street here in Minnesota. Diddly boing, Minnesota. So this is out of basically an old document from the Middle Ages, and it's clues for flat earthage. So basically, there's a load of saintage. Can't identify saintage, but he's like luminaire. So luminaries, and he's like firmament. So he's making a firmament. Okay, so it's a firmament, luminaries and firmaments. Okay, stars making it. Reptile. Ding. So he makes a reptile, because the first thing you're going to bring into fucking reality is a reptile. And Adam and Eve, and she's bursting out of his side again. She's born of a rib. Whatever. Try and do that. No. Go on. Go on. No, you can't, can you? Anyway, these are from late Victorian pencil drawings, which are beautiful. Not late Victorians, these were from the 1850s. This has just been built, but it's been burnt down and built again, and they can't give you evidence of either being built or photos or anything. So it's London. What is this big circular thing here? I've seen it before. Westminster Abbey. And loads of mud. Okay, so they're interesting for pencil drawings because they give you evidence of something. So these are 1850s. This is the Bank of England. Okay, here in the modern day. Okay, I wish I'd have brought it up. Maybe I should have my phone. Is a bit that sticks up by here, which has giant columns. They say and attribute this bit of architecture that's not on this picture, which was built in the 1700s earlier. That should be on this picture. To Inigo Jones. So where's the rest of the roof of the Bank of England that should be there? These are inaccurate. So there's London, muddy, giant architecture, metropolis. Apparently the biggest city in the world. So this is a Phoenician thing in London from back in the day. When he have such a city round, yet still his on highest ground. August the 17th, I-688. So best to stay on high ground then, guys. There's the warningeth. Okay, warningeth. So, okay, stop posting on Facebook at all. Though. So, oh, a nice iron big bridge. I've seen that in photographs. Very ornamental. And this, you can get photographs of it like just, you know, built. Nelson's Column and all of Trafalgar Square. None of it being built in any photographs. Places like ancient. And all in the mud. So is that Buckingham Palace? Probably Buckingham Palace. So now you need to come through into the city because it's marble arch, because you want to demagnetise or be scanned. Or even better, if you've got any virus, squirt, squirt, squirt. Yeah, that'd be better. Because that's a player, isn't it? Because they're doing it now. And Crystal Palace, which you say they built in the 1800s and got burnt down because all of this glass and metal is all highly flammable. All that burnt down with fire. It burns glass and metal. Albert Memorial. There's a bit of antiquity going on there. It looks like it's on top of a pyramid. It's across the road from the Albert Hall. There's that giant again. He's got a ferret in his hair. Queen takes ferrets for a walk. Queenie Thumb. She hasn't got she's got like she hasn't got corgis, she's got pet ferrets. What's this? He's going to take the ferrets for a walk. Oh, is he underground? Is he dead? No, his head's above ground. You know, he's just having a lay down. There's nothing sinister about that, Martin. Electricity being used before the official narrative. In 1700s. But the elites, they like it. They got electric going on. I don't imagine you'd have electric in your hovel. So you're arriving in America. Your name is Christopher Ruperty Duda, and everyone's like sort of white, doing like sort of making noise things, and you got Starfall thing, and you got giant Disney City already there in America. So what's going on? I don't know. Here too. Look at the cities. Oh, look at them. They've been taken in the stocks. So, what this? Oh, this beautiful world that has arrived. Medieval castles and such. In America. And there's that picture again we started with of the lake Lucerne, which is beautiful. And I can't... Oh, there is no post by here. So where is the shadow of that, guys? It's not that. Maybe I don't know. And I'm wrong. But it doesn't seem in my reality like it works. And this beautiful photograph, which will be my thumbnail. That will be my thumbnail. People like circles around this stuff. Apparently, to YouTube say,
Getting more views.
oh, I've gone fucking dark. What the shit? Excuse me. Up over my happy hats. Right. Did you count my happy hats? How many? Not bad guess. I put some on twice. So that has been your Flatterday entertainment. We've seen the thumbs and their corona problems. King Thumbage and his fanciful ideas after meeting the Mia of Abu Dhabi. Okay. Make sure to subscribe, guys. I gotta go and have a cuppa. This is Flatterday night on the Realm. I hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe, like, and I'll be back very, very soon. Okay, with proper usage. So what have we been looking into? Then photographs of free energy, etc. Looks like they've been hampered with the shadows and all this shit anyway. We've been looking at Durer, which is pretty funky. We've been looking at Hieroglyphica, which is even funky. King and Queen Thumb, special edition. There will be more of them, so just so love them. Pictures. And we're looking at Cardiff. I hope you're on board with my city, but it is quite interesting. Been looking at everybody else's city. I thought I'd look at my own. That's me. So one love. Okay, peace and love to you all. Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. If you need me, Martin, Liedtke7gmail.com. I'll put all the links for everything in the descriptions box. That's it. Okay. See you soon. Peace and love.